Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into a really fascinating one, chaga, Inonotus obliquus.
Yes,
It's
Chaga.
got this amazing history, right? Known as the king of medicinal fungi in places like Russia, Northern Europe, going way back to the 16th century.
Absolutely. And for good reason. People knew it was special, primarily for its, well, adaptogenic and immune modulating properties.
And it's not just history, modern science backs it up too.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's recognized globally as one of the most potent natural antioxidants out there.
Hmm.
Its RIAC score is something like 146,700. Just massive.
Which points to huge potential benefits, inflammation, immunity, just general vitality.
Huge potential, yes.
But this is the core of our dive today. Our sources flagged a really critical warning, like a mandatory safety issue.
Right.
Consuming chaga the wrong way, the way many people might casually do it, can actually be dangerous, potentially even fatal, according to one documented case.
It sounds dramatic, but it's true. The form matters immensely.
So our mission today is pretty clear. How do you get all those incredible benefits without tripping over the serious risk? Give you the safe shortcut.
Okay, let's start with the science bit, the why. It really boils down to its key compounds. You've got triterpenoids, like betulin and betulinic acid.
And those come from the birch tree it grows on, right? It concentrates them.
Exactly, it pulls them right from the birch. And these are powerhouses for anti-inflammatory effects. There's even emerging research on anti-cancer properties.
Yeah, I saw that about betulin. The mechanism is pretty wild. It actually targets the mitochondria in tumor cells.
Disrupts their energy production, basically triggers apoptosis cell self-destruction. Really fascinating stuff.
So how do we get the most out of those?
Well, here's the first key point on form.
Uh-huh.
For those triterpenoids, you need a dual extraction, water and alcohol. They aren't fully water-soluble, you see.
Okay, dual extraction. Got it. But there are other important bits, too.
Yes, the polysaccharides, specifically the beta-glucans. These are water-soluble. They're crucial for that immunomodulation we mentioned, and they also act as prebiotics. Good for your gut microbiome.
Right, feeding the good bacteria. And I think the sources also mentioned studies showing promise for anti-diabetic effects, lowering blood sugar, that kind of thing.
Yeah, increasing insulin sensitivity. Promising, definitely. Primarily in vitro and animal models so far, but still.
Okay, so amazing profile. But this leads us straight into the danger zone you mentioned. If someone just buys, raw ground chaga powder and throws it in a smoothie, that's the problem.
That is precisely the problem.
Hmm.
This is the absolute central risk. Raw, solid chaga is packed with oxalates, extremely high levels.
Oxalates, like in spinach, but way higher.
Way, way higher. If you consume enough of that raw powder consistently, those oxalates can crystallize in your kidneys. Think microscopic kidney stones forming en masse. It can lead to complete kidney failure, nephrotoxicity.
Wow. That case study you mentioned, the 72-year-old woman, that was from the powder.
Yes, fatal kidney failure. She was taking about 4 to 5 teaspoons of the raw powder daily for 6 months.
4 to 5 teaspoons? That sounds like a lot, but maybe not crazy if you think it's just a superfood powder.
Exactly. It highlights why the extraction is mandatory, not optional. It's a safety step. Look at the numbers. 100 grams of dry chaga might have around 800 milligrams of soluble oxalates.
Okay.
But if you take just 2 grams of that same material, steep it in hot water like a tea, and this is key, discard the solids. The resulting tea contains only about 16 milligrams of soluble oxalates. A massive reduction.
So the traditional methods, like making tea or decoctions, naturally removed most of the danger?
Precisely. It wasn't just about getting the goodies out, it was about leaving the dangerous stuff behind. Literal life-saving wisdom in that tradition.
Okay, so stick to liquids or pre-extracted powders. Are there quality issues to watch for, even with extracts?
Oh, absolutely. A big one is products made from mycelium on grain, often labeled IOMFG.
Mycelium grown on grain, like oats or rice.
Yeah. The problem is, these products can be mostly inactive grain starch, we call alpha-glucans. Sometimes testing shows like 33% to even 74% alpha-glucans.
So very little of the beneficial beta-glucans.
Exactly. You're getting filler, not the active compounds for the actual chaga mushroom body, the sclerotium. Look for extracts made from the sclerotium, ideally listing the beta-glucan percentage.
Good tip. All right, last crucial area, interactions, because this stuff is potent.
Very potent. 2 major contraindications. First, anticoagulants, blood thinners like warfarin. Chaga can amplify their effect.
Increasing bleeding risk.
Significantly. You absolutely must stop taking chaga at least 2 weeks before any surgery.
Okay, vital warning. What's the second one?
Antidiabetic drugs. Since chaga can lower blood sugar itself, combining it with insulin or other hypoglycemic meds could cause severe hypoglycemia, dangerously low blood sugar.
Do its medical supervision if you're on those meds then.
Definitely. Always talk to your doctor.
So, for safe, effective use, stick to liquid extracts or properly extracted powders. Start low, maybe 1 to 2 grams of the extracted product daily.
Right. Extracted material and give it time. For adaptogenic effects, you need consistency, at least 5 weeks usually. Max dose is generally considered around 3.6 grams of the original dried material used for extraction per day, but stick to product guidelines.
So the big picture, chaga's this incredible dual source. Amazing antioxidants, immune support.
But the form you take it in is everything. It literally separates profound benefit from, well, profound risk.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you, the listener. Think about this. Why did traditional cultures always seem to boil or steep powerful things like chaga, carefully getting rid of the solid bits?
While today we often reach for the convenience of just grinding it up and swallowing it raw powder.
What does that difference tell us about maybe some lost wisdom, about respecting the power and the potential danger inherent in potent natural substances? Something to consider.